Well, folks, just a second. We got about 7 minutes left, and about at this point, what I like to do is you see, these are kind of organic. I think we kind of, I stepped in and blathered, but it was sort of driven, by you. And that is, does anybody here want to care to kind of summarize any theme or anything? Kind of, if you were to bump into someone and say, yeah, I just got out of this discussion about virtual reality, South by Southwest, and they said, oh, well, what was the take home point? Anybody care to, synthesize and summarize?
Be sure to look at the policy of whatever you come to before you.
Can anybody hear me?
Before you visit someplace, because that's going to tell you whether or not you can that there will be robots or whatever, and they'll be recording you and stuff. You need to look at what you sign before you come into a space. And for those who set up the spaces, you need to have something in place to say to this people, this is what we're going to do here, so that whenever you come in, they know what to expect.
I like that. I'm reminded of something I read recently about this lady who said it's important to have a host, which I thought was interesting. And when I started interacting with AltspaceVR, the first question they asked when I wanted to do these events, they said, well, you're going to be there, right? It's like, well, I guess you could schedule an event and not show up. But I mean, that was the first question. You're going to be there all the time. And so I think it's a good question. That was so good that now we're going to have a stretch goal. We still got about 4.5 minutes left. So one is read the disclaimer. Read the small print when you come into the space, into the environment. Okay, how about another one? Anybody else? Let's let Carlos make your point, and then we'll switch to the other guy.
Chuck, I'm going to post some of these on Twitter, pictures of you with your group here, or our group.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you taking the time and creating this environment and this dialogue with us to start exploring all the new possibilities. For me to synthesize this, we're limited only by our imagination.
That's a wonderful. We are only limited by. One of the people who's speaking here, I forget which one, is the director of design for Imagineering at Disney. And so there is a kind of a Disney-esque aspect of, when I remember watching Disney, the Disney show, and they would show like the castle and the stars flying around it. And when I was little, to me, I thought that was real, and yet someone imagined that. So that's a wonder. In fact, I think that's we're going to end on that. Although the other person who someone was asking if he could. Tama, do you have any closing thoughts?
It's a great thrill to meet a bunch of people who can appreciate the implications of all this AR, VR stuff. I'm entranced by it, same as you are, and I'll come back to other events that you run. Sorry I messed up the sound.
Well, thank you. Well, hey, come on up here. I want to show you what I'm working on. Come over here. This is a bunch of words. I'm actually working on a much nicer environment, and I'm going to use it to host it every week. And it's going to have like a conference center and it's going to be like an open air spaceship that can float over cities. So this is like a 360 photo, but I have 360 photos of all the major cities. So we can be floating over London or Atlanta or Chicago. And then whenever something is cool happening down on the ground, people can take the virtual reality shuttle up to the spaceship and we can talk about whatever they're talking about on the ground. And after a while, they're going to feel like they're missing out because they're going to the conference when they could have been doing this. So please, yeah. Well, I'm making a virtual spaceship that's nicer than this. But anyway, so we are within a minute or two of ending. Thank you, everybody. If you go to the website and you search for Health Systems Chat, or go to channels and look for Health Systems Chat, you can subscribe. I do this every other week for about an hour, and I'm open to topics. So if you have an interesting topic that you think you'd like to maybe co-host, or a conference that you really want to go to but you can't go to, so now we want to create like a version of it at the same time, let me know, because I got spots, in the next 3 to 6 months. So we got a special treat. I'm going to take you to my spaceship. I'm going to open a portal. Do you know how to join a portal, Thomas?
If it's visible to me, I will go through it.
Yeah, you click on it. Okay, I'm going to take you. My spaceship is incomplete, but I'm going to open a portal, and anybody who wants to come. And this event is ending. But if you want to come to my home, my home, which is a spaceship, just click on this big blue dot that's about to appear. So I've got to, and I'm actually this portal thing is kind of new to me. So I got to click on worlds. I got to click on my worlds. And I got to click on my info, and I'm going to open the portal, create portal. And
Bingo. All right. I'm going through it right now.
Okay. All right.
Click to join.
We lost it. Huh?
What do you think of my workshop here?
It's awesome, Doc.
Got to unmute yourself.
Uh,
Are you streaming this?
yes.
Manish was trying to.
PC.
Yeah, streaming it, Doc.
Or is-
It's awesome. Both the
Yeah, he's
places.
on the PC.
Yeah. Yeah. Send me the link. I'll look forward to. I wave to myself. Turn your volume down or get a headset, but it doesn't really matter because I'm out of here anyway. I gotta go. Bye bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Yeah.